Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington football team. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there. First down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Goodwin able to haul And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You've still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
It's on the coverage.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On third down, it's Gibson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 9 yards that time. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. This one complete to Traquan Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Hill. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A shotgun snap for Hill. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Gain of 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. From the gun, Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
To Deontay Harris.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you put in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Operating from the gun, Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
First down pass.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Running to start the drive is Love. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
32-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, Hill. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal.
A good pickup there, a 22. Operating from the gun, Hill. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And he's able to put it through.
The score is Saints 14, Washington 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Haskins out of the gun. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Slings this. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 45 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a...
And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Hill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Deep ball for Goodwin. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
35-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hill. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Second down at 7. To the air again. Hill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's third down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing again is Hill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
New Orleans.
Michael Thomas, 48 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Will
Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Washington 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coach
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
From the gun, Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Hill on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Finding Harris over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And just a yard to go here on second down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
New Orleans.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hill throwing once more. And this is going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, Hill looking long for, he's got a man, complete, past the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
In order, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give right side. Gibson. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Goodwin, 78 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
The kick is good.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And the Saints first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Hill looks to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
25 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Operating from the gun, Hill. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Traquan Smith.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints now at 6 to their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And 10.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Haskins back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Gibson. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 49 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Why do you go out and spend a 1st-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his 1st interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Right at the line.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action with Haskins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down. It's Gibson, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a give right side. It's Gibson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Is good.
Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
22 yards there, a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Here's Hill now on second down. It fights him off. And some strong running. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Hill flushed out right. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a... Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taking it about the 16. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the lot. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark it down at the 39. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now a give, right side. Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Haskins. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Antonio.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Saints will have the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 12, Hill. Smith catches left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, raising Tel Aviv.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On play action, Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And it's caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Haskins to throw it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.